Hi, big number 4. Okay, we're going to do this one today, and we're going to actually finish up with this very basic HTML. Now, if you guys look on your screens over there to your left hand side, you'll see that I've already just put into segments over there. I've just said Optima Potamus with a break and see there with a break. I did that while off recording. Because I actually wanted to do it part of the previous tutorial. For some odd reason misread my notes, and if you put that in your and another thing that I did was I just scaled down our little figurine that was dancing, so I gave it exactly the same attributes as the first image that we put in. The height is exactly the same, the width is the same. I've just aligned it to the center, and I've put a paragraph so I can just space it nicely. So I did that off camera. You guys can go put it in. So the image after the dancing person, I just put a height in of 200 double quotation marks, width 150 double quotation, aligned at center, and I put a paragraph in it. And ultimately, man, why am I opening it again? Ultimately, this is what it looks like. I've scaled the little figurine down. Okay, it does dance. There we go. So I've put it in over there, and I've put the Optima Potamus. See you there in. Okay. What you could have done is, if you wanted to space those more, you could have put a paragraph between them. But for now, it's fine. So what I want to do now is, in essence, I want to put a nice yellow line across there. Okay. I'm not going to do a very big line. I'm just going to finish it off over there because I don't want to get into too much detail about the attributes in terms of size and length and all those things. We will get there. Okay, this is just, again, very introductory, although I have done one or two things more than what I'm supposed to. Okay, so I just want to show you how I put a little yellow rule in there. Okay, and the size of it, and then I'm just going to show you guys how we change a font to a specific section and how we embed a link, a hypertext or hyperlink reference. So this one might be a little bit long, a few more little nitty-gritties that we need to do than usual. Okay, but we will get there. So for now, let's put our little dancing robot aside, and we're going to open up our notepad that we are working in over there, and we're going to open our tag sheet. Okay, so what we can do now is, after we've put that in, please take note, I still have not finished or closed my body because I'm still putting all my information into the body section. And the HTML tag is the last thing I'm going to close once I'm finished with everything. Okay, so let's put our line in. Okay, so we're going to open the tag, and over here we can see it says HR inserts a horizontal rule. So again, if we put an HR in, it's just going to put in a normal black line, but we don't want to just put a normal black line in. We're going to change it up a bit. So our tag is HR, and we're going to set the color, again something specific, so it's equal double quotation marks, and we're going to say yellow. Okay, and we're going to go size, let's go equal, I'm just going to make a figure up and see where it takes me, size 15, and we close it. Remember I said to you early on, I think it was the second link, when we put a break in, a break and a horizontal is the only one that we put the closing sign or the closing tag / in. It's the only two that have that rule. Okay, so always remember that. You don't have to first open it, type it out, and then close it. You just do it all in one. So I'm going to hope that this line spreads across us a portion of the screen. And what we'll do is, once we get towards the end, then I will go back and just make that number less, make it more to see what difference does it make. But for now, we've put in a horizontal rule and the color is yellow. Right, then what you're going to do is we want to add in another heading. So this is going to be a little bit of subtitles at the bottom of the screen, okay, that we're going to read at the bottom. So I will just put in over there as well. I'm going to put in a paragraph, okay, just to give me that double spacing again that I like. So here we're going to put in a section that we want to lead our people that we're sending our invite to additional sites. So say for argument's sake, an old scholar is going to read this. Okay, they don't want to just get an invite. They want to see what the school's looking like, you know, how it's grown and how we've developed over the years. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a heading in. I'm going to make it a specific size. I'm going to even go further and I'm going to put a font to it, okay, and then I'm going to put in some hyperlinks. So like I said, this video is going to take a little bit longer than the other three, but it is so worth it. Okay, so open my tag. I'm going to put a heading size 4 into it. Alright, but now I want to put a font in it. Okay, now when we do fonts in databases, it's not just called font, it's called font face. In other words, what do we want it to appear as? Font face equal to, and I'm going to choose one of my favorite fonts, and that's Calibri. Okay, again, you need to be 100% sure of your spelling, okay, because the spelling will throw you out. Okay, I want it to be Calibri, okay, and what text must have that effect? For more information of our school, follow the links below. Okay, now please, well, I'm gonna leave it like that. For more information of our school, follow the links below. Now remember, whatever we opened last, we need to close first. So we don't have to close the whole thing. So we're just going to go close font. We're going to go close font. We're going to close font. And we're going to close the H4, the heading. Alright. So what we've done now is we've put a rule in, a line of yellow, and hopefully it's size 15. We've put a paragraph in to give us a double spacing. We've set it to be this section to be heading 4, but it has to have the font Calibri. Now we don't have to close font face, we can just close font and close the H4. Alright, so keep going forward. We're going to push on. We now need to put in the links. Now I've already downloaded the links, okay, so I've already got that information. Alright, so what I need to do now is I'm going to put in I'm going to put it in an unordered list, okay, and I'm just going to leave it as normal little bullets. I'm not going to change the type, I'm just going to keep it very, very simple right now. And again, when I put the links in, my spelling has to be pinpoint accurate. Alright, so we start off by going unordered list, UL. We're not going to change the type like we did over here. Okay, we're just going to go unordered list, and when we want to put an unordered list in, the first thing we need to tell it is li. Okay, so that's telling those two link up together. So this tag won't show, but whatever I put now after the li, that is going to embed that in the HTML. That's going to tell the internet I wanted a bullet. Now, because we are putting in a link, we anchor it by going open tag A, and here we go over here, defines the hyperlink. The A stands for anchor, and the href is the hyperlink reference. Okay, and over here now I've downloaded my things already. So the first one that I want to do is WHS Facebook. Please look at the spelling. .html, and the other one is WHS school.html. Okay, so let's put that first one in. We first want to visit the Facebook, so it's going to be WHS. I'm sure it was all capitals. Yes, it was, and then Facebook with a capital. WHS space Facebook.html. Right. Let me just put this at the bottom. Control copy. And the other one is going to be WHS school. Let me just see if I got the spelling right again. It's WHS school, and it's a .html. Right. So let's finish this off. Inverted commas. Inverted commas. We close that because that is our reference, nothing fancy. And then what's going to follow over there is going to be the name, what we wanted to appear on our actual page. So what I've done over there, I've just put the link. Okay, the link is there, that's great. But the word that must come up there taking us to that link has to say something. And all that we're going to put there is we can go WHS Facebook. And on this one, we're going to go WHS website. So those are the names that are going to appear on the HTML, and they are going to be the ones that allow me to click on and take me to the other websites. Okay, and then all that I do over there is I close my anchor, because whatever I open last must be closed first. So I close my anchor. Okay, close my anchor, and I close my LI. And I do the same over here. Close my anchor, and I close my LI. Right. Now I think I'm finished now with my HTML. So we've opened and closed everything. So the last two things that we close our body. Close the body. And the last one that we close the HTML. HTML. Right. Again, we're going to come back to this to see if everything is working perfectly. Okay, let me just put my pages one side. So what we've done now in essence, guys, is we've taken now, we've put a rule in, a line that's supposed to be the size 15 and be yellow. We've put in a section that says, for more information on our school, follow the links below. That sentence, what I read out now, we've changed to be in Calibri. Okay, and then when we look at our internet links, let me just explain this slowly to you. The unordered list, I'm telling the HTML I'm going to put bullets in. Okay, so the LI represents the bullet, the actual little dot. This section over here, the anchor hyperlink reference, that is the link that's taking me to the internet, or to that link. Okay, that is just the path, the source. But that is not what I'm going to click on my HTML. This section that lies between the reference, the opening tag and the closing tag, this word is going to appear on our page. That word is going to appear on a page. And when I click on either of those ones, it takes me to that site over there. Okay. And because I'm finished now with the body, so everything is in the meaty part, and I'm finished with the HTML, I close my body and I close my HTML. Okay, so in essence, you can go back now and you can check. Whatever I open first, I close last. Whatever I open second, I close second last. So I opened HTML first, I close HTML last. I open title first, second, I close title second. I open body third, I close body third. And then everything else follows next to each other. Alright, so let's have a look quickly. Let's go do our saves. Okay, save invitation. Right, all files. And let's see what happens. I'm hoping to see some yellow. I'm hoping to see some links, and I'm hoping to see some fonts of that section. So I open up my invitation. Okay, my yellow line is there. I am super stoked about that. Okay, I'm just going to refresh it until my little man starts dancing. There we go. So my line is in. That is absolutely amazing. For more information on our school, follow the links below. That is in a different font. You can already see it stands out. That is amazing. And then I'll put an unordered list in. So it's just the normal bullets. And you see now what I mean. When I spoke about this section over here. Okay, I'm just going to scroll down. The LI represents the bullet. The anchor hyperlink reference WH Facebook, that is the internet source. But this section that I typed in over there, between the opening anchor tag and the closing anchor tab, that is what appears over there on my page. So these are in essence the things that I'm going to click to take me to those pages. And if I click on it, okay, we're going to see what happens. Does it take me there? Sometimes it gives you a little bit of error. Okay, there we go. It's working. And if I click on WHS website, again, it will read and then it will open. So I am super stoked that we've been able to get to this point from scratch. Okay, I did want to have a look quickly at the size of that on this rule. And I just want to see if we went to yellow size 5. I just wanted to see, does it thicken it or does it widen it? So I just want to have a look at that quickly, just for interest sake. I did say we were going to have a look at it. And guys, like I said, there's a whole lot of things that we can do with HTML. And this is just really the basics. I mean, we can insert buttons and we can insert backgrounds and, you know, little images of little 3D things. But we're going to get there. Okay, this is the first time that you've been introduced to it. And the fact that I was able, hopefully, to get you guys to get to this, the little bit of a creation part over 4 tutorials, for me, that is an achievement. And if you guys get it right, that is a massive an achievement. So what we've done now is, just to come back to my point, I've changed my yellow line to 5. I just want to see if I click refresh, does it do anything? Ooh, so it actually changes the thickness. Okay, so 15 was rather thick. The 5 made that yellow line a little bit thinner. So I think it's safe to say that it will cover your whole page, but the number that you choose for the size is actually the thickness. Okay. Anyways, on that note, guys, I will keep these files for you. All right, and then I will push them at a later stage. I will push them into your textbooks as some files that you can get, or alternatively, I will just put it onto the hard drives at school, and you guys can extract it. But you guys can go crazy with creating your own ones. The biggest thing is you've got to have a notepad, and you've just got to have a file where you have everything. Okay, so the boogie little man that was dancing, the Facebook link of the school, another image of the school, and another website is all in one folder. Okay, so I've just thrown it all into one folder and it does work. Okay, so that is your biggest thing to remember, that if you want this to work, you have to have all your things in one file, not in subfolders in one folder. Just throw it all in there. Okay, and you will end up with a rad little HTML like this. And guys, in a very, very quick and small nutshell, that is HTML. There's a whole lot of other tags that we haven't used that we can use and we can apply, but just the basics we have covered. Okay, so I'm very happy that we've done this, and I just want to thank you for having a look at these tutorials, and I'm really hoping that it has helped you guys, and I look forward to your feedback and to go forward with more exciting things in HTML. Cheers guys.